Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Today we will be painting a simple winter scenery. This one I will start also with a sketch, quite simple one. I will make a horizon line that will be a little bit wiggly in the levels, couple of levels, and also I will just block in where my tree is going to be. Add also a line for a trail, and that is basically it. Quite simple and easy. I'm doing a sketch very light, so I'm sorry if it's not visible to you, but I guess you can see my lines and how I drew them, so that is gonna help you a little bit. And also you can see the finished painting and see how it actually looks at the end. Next thing, I will not this time prewet the paper, but I will start on a dry paper, and I'm using a smaller round brush to paint in the branches from my pine tree. And as you can see, I'm just doing this, tapping in actually with the tip of my brush and doing broken lines and not really regular lines, also leaving some parts in between the lines a little bit white, because I do want it to make it look as though there is some snow on top of our pine trees. But later on, don't worry, we will be adding a white gouache. So if it doesn't work for you, if this is hard for you and you cannot grasp at this moment how to paint branches and leave that white space, that is not problem at all. Later on, as I said, we will be adding white gouache on top of it. Next thing I did, I'm using mix of two colors, actually blue and black, and later on I've added just a little bit of brown to make two shades of the sky, and just painted in the lines and left the part around my trees, around my tree, a little bit lighter. And the last thing, I've just with a smaller brush I went around those branches, and I also did not paint just next to the branch, but also left some part white looking as the snow. Then I moved on to painting the snow, and also I'm just using the same colors as I used for the sky, but I'm just avoiding to paint the part nearest to the horizon line, nearest to that edge where the snow is, because I do want that part to stay the lightest and to actually make that distinction between the sky and the snow. Then moved on to painting the trail, and as you can see, quite simple again, just using that darker color, a little bit more saturated. This is, I think, mix of blue and black to paint in that trail. Right now I left it to dry completely, and when it dried, I moved on to what I was saying earlier, adding a little bit of white gouache to our tree. And I'm just again tapping in very creamy white gouache. I did not use a lot of water. I do not want it to dilute it too much. I do want it to stay quite saturated, quite thick and creamy consistency, so it does stay quite opaque on our trees, because that should really be opaque right now and not watered down. So just keep that in mind. Do not water down your white gouache. You can even use it straight from the tube if you have it. If you have it in the tube, probably, because gouache is usually in a tube, but if you are having it in a pans, just use a lot of it, quite amount of it, and try to avoid using too much water. And then tapped in. Now I'm just picking up some black and adding it on the lower part of some of the branches, because I did want to make it a little bit darker in some parts, looking as the darkest shadows in our tree. And that is it, finished with our tree. I'm just gonna add a little bit of the details on the snow on our trail. This is now dry, the paper is dry, and I'm also not using a lot of water in my brush. This is a very thin script brush, and I'm just going on our trail, also leaving some broken lines, but that is fine. That is what I did want, looking like there is someone walk through that trail or something like that. And some parts I'm making the darkest, because you know, there are the parts where maybe someone was standing and where the snow is mostly walked on. Should I say that? Is that okay? I guess it is. So again, a little bit more pigment to the lowest part of the snow. Then on top of it, I've sprinkled some white gouache and also added a little bit of black to my white gouache to get very light gray color and then sprinkled that also, because the part where the snow is, the white part, well, there those snowflakes wouldn't be visible on that part. And with that, I'll be finishing off this painting and this video. Thank you guys a lot for watching. I hope you like it. You find it to be quite simple and easy. I do believe it is very easy and fun to do, so why not? Give it a try. And if you do like this video, please hit the like button, share it, comment. And if you haven't still, please do subscribe to my channel. That would really mean a lot to me. Maybe consider joining my channel, press the join next to the subscribe. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye!